In regards to school safety, I know that Davis High has been struggling with reforming the fire drill, like protocol for that because of what happened in Parkland. Do you have any advice on how schools could reform their protocol to make schools safer?
Boy, this is really a hard one. In fact, I was on the phone this morning when the Kennedy High School situation broke, talking to the president of the school board, and together we were grappling with this question because, in my opinion, the Sac City school officials and the Kennedy High officials did exactly the right thing. If there is a credible threat that law enforcement deems credible, when there's any real doubt about it, public safety, the safety of the students, needs to come first. And so I support what the city school district and Kennedy High School did today. On the other hand, it's a bit of a catch-22 because not only do students experience significant trauma just with the threat itself. That's what I was asking the young people from Kennedy a moment ago, how you feel, and you were very honest with me that it's a traumatic experience. But you know, that's number one, but also, it is very unintended, but under the state law, I'm not sure what happens when students are there a half day, but as a result of other threats over the last several weeks, at some schools there have been significant reductions in school attendance. Well, not only does that obviously harm the students who aren't attending school, because they're afraid or their families are afraid, that's a direct financial hit on the schools as well, because of the so-called average daily attendance, right? You get money when kids come to school. So we have to think through all this. Number one, there should not be a financial penalty in any way when a school makes the right decision, as Kennedy did. And again, I'm not sure, since it was the middle of the school day, or the beginning of the school day, whether you lose the money or not, I don't know. But there should be no financial penalty for putting safety first. That's number one. Number two, I think you always err on the side of safety, number one. But number three, I think we need to address the impact of trauma on students who experience even the threat. And whether that's more counselors, more mental health resources, more community building around what you do on the day something like this happens, where no student is alone and you're together and maybe working on something together. I think this is worth thinking through, and I don't have the exact answer, but safety first. We need to talk about protocols, right? And so that there's a clear understanding when an evacuation is appropriate and when it isn't necessary. But more important, we need to deal with the impact on the students and the teachers and the entire school family when these sorts of things happen, because they're traumatic. Obviously, it's much more traumatic when something actually happens that is violent, detrimental on campus, but the mere threat is something that we have to take care of.